Do you ever feel overwhelmed by the ever-changing world of technology? Tech It Out can help make some sense of it all. Breaking down geek speak into street speak, technology columnist, author, and TV personality Mark Saltzman covers consumer technology each week for every listener. Mark tackles the latest news, reviews, and how-tos to help you understand what's hot, what's not, and why.
Hey everyone, welcome to Tech It Out. This is episode 222. Hope you're doing great ahead of the big Thanksgiving week. Safe travels if you're hitting the road. And yes, we are inching towards the end of the month with Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up next weekend. We'll chat about that this hour, of course. In fact, we have a lot to get to. First of all, thank you to those who entered the contest on the last show for the Lorex Video Doorbell. The winner was randomly drawn on Wednesday and contacted, and she gave me permission to mention her name on the air. The winner is Vicky Muller from Middletown, New York. Or is it Middleton? Middleton? I think it's Middletown. She listens to Tech It Out on WTBQ, which is great, one of the newer stations that pick up this show. Congratulations, Vicky. And if you like winning stuff, I do give away tech on social media. If you want to follow me, and I do link to my articles and such, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. It's Mark Saltzman, Mark with a C, Saltzman. So we have a great show planned for you this hour. We're going to talk about a new kind of at-home COVID test in a moment. We'll learn about a pair of new apps that can sniff out a great deal for you over Black Friday and Cyber Monday. One is Slickdeals and the other one is Flip. I'll also share some deals that I found as well for those looking for some new tech. Google will also join us about its own shopping site. All of this and more on a brand new episode of Tech It Out, powered by Asus for those in search of incredible, which I'll tell you more about shortly. But let's officially kick off the show with our first interview. I was really intrigued to do this next interview as I heard the BD Veritor At-Home COVID-19 test is said to be the first on the market that uses a smartphone and artificial intelligence to derive its results. Joining us on the line to explain is Dave Hickey, Executive Vice President and President of the Life Sciences segment of BD, short for Becton, Dickinson and Company. Welcome to the show, Dave. Good to chat with you.
Thank you, Mike. Likewise.
So why don't we dive right in? At a high level, what is the BD Veritor At-Home COVID-19 test all about?
Yeah, great question. So the at-home COVID test, the 19 test, the BD Veritor, it's a rapid antigen test for the diagnosis of somebody, even asymptomatically, that could potentially have COVID-19. I think, when you take a step back, testing is still such a critical tool in the fight against COVID-19. And so many tests have been laboratory-based or sort of professionally done at the point of care that we saw a real need for a sort of still a rapid test, but one that could have wide access across the nation and potentially something that a patient themselves could use. So this test particularly will take about 15 minutes and the patient or the consumer can order the test online via Amazon. And in about 15 minutes or so, with some very, very easy instructions, they can self-test themselves to see whether they have got COVID-19 or not.
Again, even asymptomatically, it's good to know, of course. So how would this test differ from other at-home rapid COVID tests?
Okay, so one of the unique things about the BD Veritor test is that it uses smartphone technology. And it's actually the very first smartphone where the result from the patient would do a test strip, but the result from the test strip is actually digitally interpreted. And it's actually the very first and only digitally interpreted home test on the market. One of the things that we wanted to do, particularly for our customers, for our patients, for our consumers, and particularly for somebody who is perhaps have never done a test before or is apprehensive of doing a test, there are a few questions that we need to help them solve, such as, did I get the test right? Did I actually read the results correctly? And then if I need to, and if I have to report the results, how do I do that? So specifically what we did in the design of the BD Veritor At-Home test was actually create this digitally integrated ecosystem where not only can you do the test, but the smartphone and the uniqueness of the app on the smartphone interprets the result, and then if necessarily can report it. And, if for your listeners, I was thinking about an analog, probably one of the best analogs is, the way you think we deposit a check these days, where you just scan it and it's gone to your bank. Very, very similar technology applied here.
Okay. And as I said in the introduction, Dave, from what I understand, the BD Veritor At-Home COVID test also uses AI, or artificial intelligence. Without getting too geeky, how so?
Yeah, so that really is the artificial intelligence is really the way the coding is built into the application and the way the camera interprets the test. If I think about how overall would somebody use the test, again, just to walk through it at a very high level, very simple steps. First of all, everything you need is contained in the kit. So obviously a patient or a consumer right now could order that kit directly online from Amazon.com. And when that kit arrives at the home and they open the box, everything they need is inside, including the swab to take a very easy nasal sample, instructions for use, which is a very systematic way to walk through every step by step. Actually, one of the first things they do is they actually download the app from the App Store. And as soon as they've got that app on their phone, and that could be an Apple iOS system or an Android system, we've tried to be as flexible as possible here.
Great.
There's video tutorial to guide the patient through exactly what they need to do. And once the 15 minutes is up, which is how long the test takes, you just scan the test strip with the phone, and everything else just happens automatically.
All right. So it starts with the nasal swab, and then do you put it inside of something, and then you use your phone to scan it, and then it digitizes the information to confirm or deny that you've got COVID?
Yeah, exactly. So what you would do is you take that nasal swab, you very gently wipe it around the inside of both of your nostrils, and then you sort of would put that swab into a little tube of buffer all in the kit, and then you put that onto the test strip, wait for 15 minutes, and then have the phone scan the result.
We are chatting with Dave Hickey. He is EVP and president of the Life Sciences segment of BD. We're learning about the BD Veritor At-Home COVID-19 test. How many times can you use the test in that one kit? Is it like a one and done?
You do. So the kit is really one test per patient. The way that the guidelines are out there right now, particularly for patients or consumers that might be asymptomatic, is the US CDC are actually recommending that you would test yourself twice over a period of 24 to 48 hours. So that's what we've really tried to enable. We actually give 2 swabs in the kit, and everything you need to do to do the test exactly as the way the CDC would recommend. It's all in there.
All right. So just to confirm, you can't order more nasal swabs and use the same receptacle or that tube-like thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can't. One of the things that we really wanted to do here was, obviously protect the integrity of the test.
Sure.
Make the test as complete as possible for a single testing episode, and then the patient gets a very nice, definitive, digital positive or negative result, and then they just throw everything away.
Once you get that result, hopefully it's negative, is there a way to easily share it?
There is, and it's a great question. And you can actually do that in a variety of ways. So, one of the things that you could be asked to do as you sort of register and download the app is consent for your results to be reported, because, of course, as we track the pandemic, at a US level, getting accuracy into the data of how many sort of positive cases or negative cases there are or not, reporting is a critical part of the solution here. Mm-hmm. And the nice thing about the BD Veritor app with the digital interpretation is you can report to a state or federal database if that was the intent, or equally, you can actually report into what we call an enterprise domain. So now think about, as the whole nation wants to come back to some level of normalcy, and large employers want to get people back to work. or schools want to get children back to school, you can actually, if you had the right sort of employee ID or school ID, you can actually report up into your company, or you could report up into a school, so that they can track and aggregate all of the results. Very, very flexible.
So as we wrap up, Dave, how much does the BD Veritor cost, and how do we get going?
Great. So right now, the recommended retail price is $39.99 for a box of 2 tests in there. Amazon.com right now is our retail partner, and actually given a special partnership that we have with, and that they have with the US government, it is $26.50 through the end of the calendar year.
Great. All right, Amazon.com, you just do a search for BD Veritor, which is Veritor, and you'll be able to order it right there. Thank you so much, Dave. Great to chat with you. Very interesting technology, and something that's obviously very much needed right now, and hopefully not too much into 2022. But appreciate your time. Thank you.
Mark, my pleasure. Thank you.
This show, Tech It Out, is brought to you by ASUS, creating technology for today and tomorrow's smart life. ASUS, for those in search of incredible. Visit asus.com/US/radio for more info. That's asus.com/US/radio. You got to check out their ZenBook laptops. Awesome. When we return, how to save money on all your purchases at retail or online. We'll chat with Slickdeals. We'll be right back.
Listen to Tech It Out whenever you want. Find the Tech It Out podcast at iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Tech It Out. Well, the holiday shopping season has officially begun. And if you're one to do your research to find deals on the products that you want to buy, you're certainly not alone. Social shopping and deal hunting websites are increasingly popular, and for obvious reasons. And so to help us crush the holiday shopping season, we've got Pete King with us. He's deal expert from Slickdeals. Welcome to the show, Pete. Good to chat with you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm stoked to talk about Black Friday.
Awesome. I know it's already kind of started because of all the supply chain challenges we've been hearing about. So what do we need to know when it comes to deals and possible shipping delays this holiday season?
Yeah, this year is bringing some unique challenges to the holiday shopping season. Supply chain issues are causing product shortages, and shipping carriers have indicated it's best to shop and ship earlier this year so you don't run into delays. Also, similar to last year, Black Friday style deals are being promoted throughout the month of November. More than ever, it is important to plan ahead, to do your research, and to shop early.
Not only are we hearing about shortages at retail and online, or at least in shipping delays, but we're also hearing about higher prices as well, which leads us to Slickdeals. Your site has about 12 million savvy shoppers, a community of deal hunters. Why is it important to have insights from so many people on where to shop? Talk to us about the safety in numbers part.
We all know how overwhelming it can get to do our own research, shopping for products, trying to find out, is this the best price, or am I, paying more a premium because this is such high demand item? Having a website like Slickdeals is really great. It's a great way to know that you're always getting the best value for your money. We have millions of shoppers who are constantly vetting and voting on the best deals online at any given moment. So you can use the website to find the best prices from all the top retailers like Walmart and Amazon. Plus, we also have this program called Slickdeals Rewards, which gets you cash back for shopping at your favorite stores. So you earn points when you shop through Slickdeals, and you can redeem those points for cash back or gift cards. It's like an extra percentage back every time you shop.
Love it. And I know that's pretty new as well. I'm going to ask you in a moment, Pete, about some of the best tech deals that have caught your eye. But just to remind our listeners, the website is slickdeals.net, and some of the most highest rated or highest voted deals that are out there get promoted to the front page. There's also a Slickdeals app, if you prefer that on your mobile device. And then the Slickdeals browser extension, which works with many of the different browsers out there. And that is what works with Slickdeals Rewards, where if you install that on the browser extension, you could be rewarded on top of not only finding a great deal, but even earning some cash back at many participating online stores, which is awesome. All right, so Pete, you're the expert here. What are some of the best tech deals for anyone on our shopping list?
FYI, I couldn't have explained our stuff better myself, so thank you so much for doing
I'm
that
a huge fan.
little spiel for me.
You're most welcome.
So even with the challenges this shopping season, this time of year is really great for getting deals on some high-ticket items like TVs, for instance. If you're looking for a TV, one really hot model this year is the Samsung Frame TV, which is one of the coolest TVs I have ever seen. You can set it up flush on your wall like a picture frame so that when you aren't watching it, it just magically transforms into a work of art or like your favorite family portrait. And you can't even tell that it's a TV at that point. It just looks like a picture frame on your wall. We're seeing discounts for as high as $500 off certain models of that TV. AirPods are another really hot item this year, and we're seeing some really great deals on those. Walmart last week had the second generation AirPods for $89, and for their Black Friday event, they are selling the AirPods Pro for $159, which is one of the best deals that we've ever seen on AirPods Pro.
We are chatting with Pete King, deal expert from Slickdeals, one of my favorite websites for finding the best deals on virtually everything, but we are talking tech right now. What about those hard to find items, Pete? Any advice on looking for those?
This is such an important topic. People are having a really hard time finding gaming consoles this year. We actually just did a YouTube video on this very subject, and in fact, the tips from our community were so good that I was able to score a PS5 myself just a few days ago using them. If you're looking for a gaming console, you're probably going to pay full retail, but that's a great deal given how hard it is to find them. And Black Friday is a really good time to look for them because retailers are likely going to be using them to bring shoppers to their stores. Walmart, for instance, has stated that they're going to be selling gaming consoles for Black Friday, but only online. So if you're looking for one, you want to shop online.
Great advice. And is this a good time to look for things like appliances? Like air fryers are super popular this year. Anything for the kitchen?
Absolutely. For Toastmaster appliances specifically, this is one of the craziest deals I've heard of this year. They're selling a toaster and a blender for each less than $5 with a mail-in rebate, which is just insane to me. It's like one of those traditional doorbuster deals. Also, awesome. If you're looking for a KitchenAid mixer, for instance, you want to look for deals now. We're seeing some really great deals on them, as much as $280 off suggested retail price.
Wow. These are some amazing deals. And again, just a taste, pardon the pun, of what you could find at slickdeals.net or again through the app or the web browser extension. So that's the best place, Pete, slickdeals.net?
Yes. And you can visit the Slickdeals YouTube channel for more great content, which I host. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe.
Awesome. I was just going to plug that, Pete. You are the host of the popular Slickdeals video series called Which One? And if you think Pete sounds excited in radio format with all of these deals and cool products, wait till you see him do his thing on camera. Pete, it's been great chatting with you. Have a fantastic holiday season.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're going to continue on with the theme of saving money when we chat with Google Shopping after this short break, followed by Flip, another app that can find a great deal for you. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Want to follow Mark? Google him. Mark with a C and Saltzman with a Z. Breaking down geek speak into street speak. This is Tech It Out. Tech It Out with technology columnist, author, and TV personality Mark Saltzman.
Welcome back to Tech It Out. Well, the holiday season is here. Shoppers are heading online to find this year's hottest gifts and not waiting until Cyber Monday to do so, November 29th. From early bird tips and tools to fun gift ideas, Google will help be our guide as we head into the 2021 holiday season. We're joined by Google technology expert Peter Du. Good to chat with you, Peter. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Mark. Happy to be here.
So the holidays, of course, rapidly approaching. Talk to us about some of the trending gadget gifts from Google. Google.
Yeah, definitely. It's a crazy holiday season, so good to get started early. Our engineers kind of looked through a bunch of the trends data, and they've got a couple predictions of things that will be pretty big. Those things include like toys, video games, appliances. I'll start with video games if that's helpful. What's nice with video games right now is you kind of got a mix of new video games, obviously your PS5s, your Nintendo Switch OLED editions, but you also got kind of more retro things. So we're thinking things like the Game Boy Color, the Nintendo 64, the Nintendo Wii, things that, for me, were not retro when I was growing up as a kid, but lo and behold, right now, they're pretty hot items and, much harder to find since they came out in the 90s and stuff.
So where do you find these? Are we talking marketplaces like eBay?
So it depends, right? So depending on the retailer, you can go to shopping.google.com and you can kind of take a little look at, the various different folks out there who are listing these things, certified resellers, all those kind of things. And even depending on, the type of products, it can be fulfilled through Google as well, too.
Okay, great. So gaming is going to be a big one this holiday season. And after the last 21 months we've had, who doesn't want to have a little bit of fun? What were some of the other categories you were chatting about?
Yeah, some of the other ones, one thing that stands out is kitchen appliances, right? Always a pretty big one. But what's interesting this year is you kind of got, a love of more DIY things, trying to make things a little bit healthier. And so for that reason, we're seeing a lot of things like air fryers, right? Yeah. So, crisp up something with 98% less fat, pretty much the same taste and everything. I know me and my friends have been doing a lot of things, just making weird recipes in the air fryers, and they come out pretty good without a lot of work.
Yeah, we've experimented quite a bit with success. We love our air fryer here. We probably use it almost every day. It's crazy.
It's very much, I'm very much the same way. And I'm even experimenting with my mom's old recipe. She makes great egg rolls, but they're very fatty with the deep fry, right? So trying them in the air fryer, they come out just as good.
Awesome. Okay, from cooking to toys, what does Google anticipate will be hot this year?
Yeah, lots of different things. You got your standard Legos. There's some fun easy bake ovens on there as well for the retro theme. But one thing in particular that stood out to me is actually a UPS truck and action figure, right? So it's a pretty heck of a year. And UPS folks and the folks delivering, a lot of these packages, even for our holiday season here, are kind of heroes, right? So it's really nice to see them kind of show up in that kind of capacity as action figures now.
I love that. Awesome. And what's the website again to see more of these products in action?
Yes, it's shopping.google.com.
All right, shopping.google.com. So speaking of shopping, Peter, we've heard a lot this year about supply chain issues. Do you agree with experts that you should be starting your shopping earlier this year?
I would say always out of an abundance of caution, definitely good to start early, but this year is definitely a good one to do that for. It just gives you more optionality. You can take a time to look up at all the different deals, sleep on it for a sec, and then, pull the trigger while it's still available in stock and on sale, hopefully.
All right. And then any tips on how to score a great deal over the holidays, Peter?
Absolutely. And so, like I mentioned, starting early definitely helps, gives you more time. But, if you go to shopping.google.com, you can also use a couple of our cool features there. If you go on the product page of anything you search for, you can actually take a little look at a bar on the right side that shows, what is the cost of this item and how is it compared to traditional prices. So you can see is this high for this time of year? Is it low? Has it gone, higher or lower overall? Mm-hmm. And you can actually sign up for kind of a tracking thing that will let you know that, hey, this thing is dropped. And yeah, you can kind of jump on that right then and there. Also, you can look at something like a in-stock filter, essentially. If you click on the button there, you'll be able to see, if something's in stock near you before you actually head out to go shop there.
Okay, neat. Again, this is data, which is something we associate Google with. And this time to help you make sure you get a good deal on what you're buying, right? Information is bliss, not ignorance is bliss. So shopping.google.com. We've been chatting with Peter Dew, Google technology expert, about holiday shopping and some trending tech items as well. Thank you so much for your time, Peter. Great to chat with you. Happy holidays.
Sounds great. Thank you, Mark.
So as I mentioned earlier in the program, I had a lot of fun on TV this past week talking about some Black Friday deals. Thought I'd share a couple of them with you. If you're shopping for a computer gamer, there is an amazing sale on a bundle of PC gaming accessories from Razer. It's called the Home Run Bundle, and a lot of different stores carry this. It's worth $349 for all four of these things, but discounted to $199 on sale over Black Friday and available now, by the way. You don't even have to wait till next weekend. It consists of the Kraken V3X headset with microphone that you can use for all your gaming. There's the Death Adder V2 gaming mouse, a wired mouse for high precision gaming. The Ornata V2 Chroma RGB keyboard, one of those light up keyboards that is kind of like a mechanical keyboard, but with less clacking, if you will. But all the different lights that can be programmed and very comfortable for your gaming. And then finally, the Gigantus V2 mouse mat, a large mouse mat to put underneath all of your gear. It's the Razer Home Run Bundle for $199 instead of $349. $249. If you're in the market for a new Kobo e-reader, there's some sales on some of their models over Black Friday, like $50 off the Kobo Clara HD. But they have a new model on the market I want to tell you about called the Kobo Sage. This is the first Kobo that not only lets you annotate on the screen with an optional Kobo stylus, so you can jot down notes or write along the margins of your ebooks and your PDFs and all that, but it also has audiobook support. So if you have a pair of Bluetooth headphones or a speaker nearby, you can wirelessly play an audiobook through your Kobo. It's also waterproof, so you can bring this into a bubble bath or to a beach or pool. It's got an anti-glare screen to read in the sun on vacation. It supports both touchscreen and button page turns, so it's totally up to you. Portrait or landscape mode and many other bells and whistles. It's $259 for the Kobo Sage, and then there's those other models on sale for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Similarly, Philips has a brand new smart light called the Hue Gradient Light Strip 80-inch. So it's one of those long and flexible LED light strips, but it's got gradient light. So that means it can emit multiple colors at once and even create a fun rainbow effect along the strip. Great for setting the mood. Again, it's flexible and expandable up to 33 feet. In fact, you can use an app or your voice to control it. And it also works with the Hue Bridge to unlock all of its capabilities, including supporting up to 50 smart lights around your home. The Philips Hue Gradient Light Strip 80-inch is $189, while the Philips Hue Bridge is $59. But over Black Friday, you'll find other Philips Hue products as low as 30% off. LG has some ultra-large TVs on sale for up to 35% off, I've seen. And we are spending more and more time at home. You know, we want to replicate that movie theater experience, perhaps. There's so many great TVs that LG has, like their OLED ones for unbelievable contrast. They have sizes up to 77, 83, and 88 inches. They have their LG QNED mini LED televisions that excel in the color department, up to 86 inches. And then they have their proprietary LG NanoCell TVs in 75 or 86 inches. Again, check them out at lg.ca, but those retailers have some aggressive deals leading up to Black Friday and Cyber Monday as well. When we return, how the Flip app can save you even more money on your purchases. We'll be right back.
Breaking down geek speak into street speak. Check it out. Hosted by Mark Saltzman.
Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Tech It Out. You know, this show is powered by ASUS. That's the company that creates technology for today and tomorrow's smart life. And that includes its line of award-winning laptops, like its ZenBooks, its VivoBooks, Expert Books, Studio Books, and Chromebooks. Check them all out at asus.com/US/radio for more info. That's asus.com/US/radio. All right, as promised from last week, we're going to continue chatting about saving you money over Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We've got on the line Nafisa Qasim. She is from Flip, that's FLIPP, one of my favorite apps and websites for saving money, and her title is Chief Deals Officer. Welcome back to the show, Nafisa.
Thanks so much for having me, Mark. I've been having so much fun getting to hang out with you.
Yeah, this is great. So this is our third and final chat over the very important shopping season. It's starting earlier and earlier every year, it seems, in October even. And then now we're into November. And of course, leading up to and even over the holidays, this is going to be the time of the year that you want to use Flip, but you can use it all year round, as my wife Kelly and I do. But maybe you can give us, with that in mind, before we talk about Black Friday, give us a Flip 101, if you will. What's the app and website all about?
Yeah, so if I was to put it really simply, Flip is a free shopping app or website bringing all of the circulars from different retailers, or known as flyers in Canada, coupons, as well as deals from 2,000 retailers in North America. And it brings it right to your phone, really helping shoppers out so that they can plan their shopping trip, saving time, saving money. And in fact, there's been research done that shows that Flip can actually save an average of $45 off of your weekly shopping bill. So to your point, it's so good for Black Friday, but there's value and use for it year round.
Okay, so whatever you shop for, whether it's groceries or you want to buy some home decor items, some consumer electronics, what have you, it's designed to save you money. You can flip through the deals from all your local retailers. It knows where you're based on your zip code, and you can then browse, or you can search by keyword. You can create smart shopping lists. Like you can type, for example, bread, and it'll tell you who's got bread on sale. Like it's that smart. You can even say that you want to be notified if a product that you have your eye on hits a certain threshold, so it's less money than what it may be today. And there's many other features that we're going to talk about. But let's focus on Black Friday. It's around the corner, November 26th, although it does feel like deals have been running for a few weeks now already, doesn't it?
It's so true. I honestly can't believe that it's another Black Friday that's upon us. Time has flown by this year. And with regards to your question, historically, it has been Black Friday that's sort of that, I'll call it that unofficial kickoff or start to the holiday season. But we've been seeing this change a bit progressively year over year. It's been becoming more than a shopping day or a weekend. Now, I'd say for about the second year in a row, Black Friday has become more of a shopping season, kicking off mid-October, lasting throughout that month of November.
All right. So Black Friday has gone from one day to a whole shopping season. So how could Flip help us navigate all those deals out there?
That's a really great question. So when we have all of these deals running for longer and so many more deals available across different retailers, it can get really hard to keep track. With all of these competing deals, the most important question we always want to ask ourselves is, am I getting the best price? And that's where Flip comes in. Being a free app, it really allows users like myself or yourself to have all of the best offers available across categories. So it could be grocery, it can be home and garden, electronics, pharmacy, it might be costumes or any specialty items like that. And it really localizes those deals specifically to your postal code or zip code. And then in thinking about Black Friday, because that is very thematic, there are specific deals, Flip also actually has a Black Friday carousel within the app where you can see all of those Black Friday deals from your favorite retailers, hopefully making it super easy to compare deals, compare prices, and making sure we're all saving money and making the most of our Black Friday.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than thinking you get a deal for some, hot wireless earbuds that are like $329, and then your friend's like, "Oh, I have that exact same pair, and I just paid $279." That's the worst. So so to avoid that, you need a tool like Flip in your arsenal. So if you do know what you want for Black Friday, speaking of wireless earphones, for example, you can search by keyword, right? Or you can add it to your smart shopping list, as I mentioned earlier. Can you talk us through a bit of that?
Yeah, so you can add specific items to your shopping list. Flip will pull up all of the deals that are live right now. The thing is, though, when we think about Black Friday and we're comparing deals over a longer period of time, what I actually recommend is to take it that step further and add items that you're interested in to your watch list. So Flip's watch list kind of acts, I'll say, like your own personal shopper, notifying you when any deals drop for those items that you'd identified. And what is happening there is Watchlist is really taking that guesswork out of looking for the best deal. There's no doubt about it that when you're making a purchase, you found the best deal because all of that heavy lifting had been left to Flip in this situation. Mm-hmm. There's no fights that happen at home because we overpaid for something. We are letting Flip handle all of that hard work.
All right. So adding an item to your watch list is a great tip. Is there another saving tip that you can share that would help people get the most out of their Black Friday shopping experience?
Yeah, this one is a tricky one. But one thing I'd say is if there is one tip to pass along to make the most of Black Friday, it's to keep our eye on that prize. And so it is to set a budget and stick to it. There's some great deals popping up. And so if you're anything like me, it's so easy to click, buy. And we lose track of how much we're spending, much to the chagrin of, our other loved ones at home. So what I do recommend before making a purchase is to just do a gut check and ask yourself if this is an item you feel confident in, that you or a loved one will value, an item that you can say with confidence that you'll use, because a great price doesn't equate to a great deal if it's not something that will be put to use.
That's a very practical tip, Nafisa, but I think you and I should register the website click, buy.
Yeah.
Which is what you just said. I love that. That should be it. clickbuy.com for those impulsive shopping items.
I'm buying the domain as we speak.
That's it. There you go. Awesome. We'll continue chatting with Flip in a moment. Stick with us.
Follow Mark Saltzman on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Listen to Check It Out whenever you want.
If you're just joining us, we're chatting with Nafisa Qasim from Flip, FLIPP. She is Chief Deals Officer, or CDO, for this company that has this awesome free app that helps save money on all your purchases, whether it's for just your groceries or what we're chatting about today mostly is tied to holiday shopping, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And with that in mind, Nafisa, isn't there a Flip blog actually that gives you these kinds of tips?
Yeah. So the one other thing I'd call out is if you are someone that's trying to maximize your savings, the Flip blog is called Flip Tips. It shares so many key other takeaways, one of which is actually trying a budget tracker for the holiday season. I use mine really often. Opening up, I have a budget tracking app and I jot down whatever I've spent every time after a purchase. This helps be honest about how much, I've taken away that month and if I'm staying within my means. So I recommend that as well.
Okay, so it's blog.flip.com to learn more about these flip tips, and then app.flip.com to download the app, or you can just go to the App Store or Google Play Store. And before we leave our listeners, I do want to remind them that Flip is not just great for finding out the best deals with coupons and those circulars or flyers, but it's also a way to store all your loyalty and rewards cards. So you can load them all up to all the retailers that you like to usually carry a piece of plastic for, but you can then load it into the app. This is what I do. I just did this yesterday, in fact. You basically flash the cashier, well, you don't want to flash the cashier, that might get you in trouble, but you show your phone with the barcode, they scan it, and then you get those rewards. So you can do that all within the Flip app as well. I love that.
Yeah. And what I'd say with that is we know that during the holiday season, lineups pick up, checking out can take longer. The last thing we want to be is that person that's shuffling through 40 different cards trying to find our loyalty card. So Flip does also act as your digital wallet. It also helps you with that pre-shop, really doing whatever it can to maximize your savings, but also those reward points. Those reward points go a long way.
Mm-hmm. Might as well. If you're going to buy that product from that retailer anyways, you might as well be rewarded for it. And before we let you go, Nafisa, tell us about Flip celebrating its 12 days of Black Friday giveaways. What's that all about?
Yeah, so for this Black Friday season, Flip is launching what we call a 12 days of Black Friday giveaways. It's running from November 15th to 26th, where Flip will be giving away an amazing prize every single day. These prizes range from headphones to a 4K TV. There's also a Dyson in the mix. And this giveaway is actually open to residents across US and Canada, and users can participate on each of the 12 days. So if you try it on Monday, you can also try it again on Tuesday, because there are new prizes to win daily. There's also some ways to gain additional entries if you're anything like me, you want to increase your chances of winning. And so you can visit blog.flip.com for all of those details on how to get the odds in your favor.
Again, the website blog.flip.com. Look for 12 days of Black Friday giveaways to be eligible and to take advantage of that. That's very generous of Flip for giving away a MacBook and a Dyson, and wow, good stuff. So Nafisa, it's always great chatting with you. Thank you for carving out some time this whole season to be a regular on the show and to educate us about all the advantages that Flip brings to the table, all the benefits for shoppers, whether they're in the US or in Canada. It's flip.com. That's app.flip.com, F-L-I-P-P again, where you can search for it at the App Store or Google Play. Thanks again, and happy season to you. I know you've worked so hard all year round, so I hope you get some time off soon.
Thanks so much, and best of luck in finding those good deals.
Speaking of which, next weekend we will have several guests on to share their last-minute holiday gadget gift ideas over the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend and a little after that. So stay tuned for the next show, because we're going to have a lot of guests talking about some great deals and suggestions to treat your loved ones or yourself. I mentioned earlier in the show the winner of the Lorex video doorbell was Vicky Muller. But if you do follow me on social media, there are lots of contests. I also link to articles that I write for USA Today, Costco Connection Magazine, AARP, and others. I also write a tech tip of the day. I link to radio interviews like what you're listening to right now. So it's Mark Saltzman, Mark with the C, Saltzman. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So drop by and say hi. Tell me what you think of the show. If you have any suggestions for upcoming guests or topics you'd like me to tackle, anything you don't like about the show, you can also give me your feedback. It's all good. So I'll see you on social media. And thank you for tuning in to Tech It Out, powered by ASUS. For those in search of incredible, head over to asus.com/US/radio to see deals on all their laptops and desktops and accessories as well. Speaking of computers, don't forget to back up your important files onto a Western Digital or SanDisk drive, whether it's an SSD, a solid state drive, a USB thumb drive, or even a regular external hard drive, as long as you do something to protect your files just in case something happens to your PC. Also leverage those free cloud services as well, like Dropbox or OneDrive or iCloud and so on. Hey, have a fantastic Thanksgiving week, everyone. All the best to you and your family. Travel safe, and I look forward to catching up with you next time for another brand new episode of Tech It Out. Bye-bye for now.